Good evening. Hold on, let me turn this music down real quick. Good evening, everybody, east, west, north, south, worldwide, and welcome to Loc'D On Sports 216 with me, Keith Allen, and the man right here next to me, Mr. Sean C.
Cross promoting.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Mondays. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm cross promoting too, because I need a raise, damn it. I need a goddamn raise. But anyway, I'm promoting my union right now. We need a raise. Because I'm po.
Hey, we all are. Hey, at least you got the O on yours. I'm just
We're po.
Like I said, I wish I'm just puh.
But anyway, real quick before we get to the business here, what I was about to say. I ain't got that on the thing. Okay. Well, we just gonna start like this. The chat lines are open. Be sure to chime in, kick it with us. What's up to all y'all? It's a soggy Thursday. It's been raining like cats and dogs outside.
What's hot is what too.
Yeah.
The sun out here.
But you know what? I'm not even gonna complain about the weather.
No.
Because guess in about 4 months what it will be.
Hey, we're not even gonna talk about it. So yeah, the chat line's open.
Also, hey, like I said. Also, while you're watching, especially if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the new Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right, the Allen Viz Media 2 YouTube channel, which will feature shows from this show, Loc'D On Sports 216, Mad Mondays, and the Triad Committee. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell and get notified whenever we go live on either show. Any of the 3 shows above and more coming up in the future.
Best.
And also, we come on live every Thursday at 7 p.m. That's right. We're live every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Right
it's crazy.
here.
Yes. It's crazy. We got chats already. Uh-oh.
Okay, what's up, everybody?
Lil Keith said, what up?
What up, nephew?
What's going on? Boy, oh boy, I got a new video for you, Lil Keith.
Here come them brownies, baby.
And you ain't gonna like it, because your niece got her rap debut on with me earlier today.
Oh, my goodness.
Your 4-month-old niece got her rap on her debut today. So, be prepared. September 18th, you better be scared. Oh, that's your birthday. Oh. You're going to bring in Chapter 31 crime. But anyway. Oh, here we go. Don't corrupt. She my niece too. Not corrupting her. Not corrupting her at all. We're just showing her the right way, the right team to follow. That's all. Me and Uncle Sean just showing her the right example to lead. And not you and your brother's example. Because I don't want to start throwing up on here. But I definitely don't want to start throwing up on here. But anyway, the Cleveland Cavaliers made some new acquisitions. Matter of fact, let me get right here. Cleveland Cavaliers went shopping last Friday. When it free agency started last Friday, right?
The first. Remember the first was.
But today was the day all the stuff became official. All the signings became official. Cleveland Cavaliers went shopping. And they made a few acquisitions with a limited pocketbook.
Yes. And a lot of people should be happy, but a lot of people aren't for some reason.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's not for us to understand, I guess.
No.
But I guess we're going to start at the top with my man, Matt Strus.
Oh, no, not chat. We're going to start with our own first.
Oh, who we brought back.
First,
gotcha.
we did some important business. The Cavs did. They brought back this gentleman here, Karis LeVert. Signed him to a 2-year, $32 million contract for 2 years.
I'll take that. Very
A
serviceable.
welcome re-addition.
Yeah, he can play multiple positions. He's been a tough loss if we did get him back. So I'm glad they took care of business and kept him home because, we're going to need him because our bench is going to be key this go round.
Now, the next 2 moves got a lot of scrutiny.
Okay.
The next 2, I'm going in order of how the signings all went. Cavs also plucked someone from the Philadelphia 76ers, and they say during free agency, you get teams from your rivals that you got to deal with in the East. And I ain't gonna lie, dude killed us last year during the regular season. Georges Niang.
Yes,
he's
the
mainly
minivan for Cleveland.
Yes, welcome to Cleveland. He's going to be coming off the bench at the forward position.
Great standstill shooter. He's going to be an asset to us, especially the way we run our offense because he can hit the corner 3 at a high clip. I think statistically, he's one of the better shooters from the corner in the league overall. So, he's going to be a great addition to what we're doing. I'm excited for that.
And when you thought some of the fans was mad at that one, this one sent people into some people liked it, and sent some people into a tailspin. Then we went back to another Eastern Conference opponent, and we plucked this guy.
Yes.
Matt Strus. Guard, small forward, even though to me, he's more of a guard.
Yeah, he's going to play both, especially with this, the way the league is now, if you're 6'4", 6'5", you can still play the small forward. It's not like back in the day. But,
right.
But like you say, he's primarily going to be the shooting guard. And once again, one of the better shooters in the league, percentage-wise, and, he shoots them at volume. And he can shoot them off the roll, standstill, and off the dribble. And that's what we needed, right? So everybody should be static.
Right. That's what we needed. And we didn't really have to give up much to get him. True enough, they paying him $16 million, but it ain't our money.
And man, I know you're heartbroken by Chetty leaving,
Unfortunately.
All aside, no, salute to Chetty. He's put in a lot of years for us, and say, respect that. Champion, and Lamar Stevens, way to work yourself into some value out here.
Exactly. But for real, nothing against Chetty. Chetty one night will score 25, and the next 3 nights he might only score 5.
Right.
Nothing against him.
Now we got a dude who's just proven shooter. Once again, he like Chet worked himself up. Matter of fact, I think he was an unsigned free agent, so he really worked himself up to this.
Yes, he was.
So he's going to keep working. Is bottom line. He's going to keep working to get better, and he's a great addition to the team.
Yep, but that's not all. We also grabbed another free agent. This time from a team that's been beating us for quite a while in the Western Conference. We signed this guy to a 2-year contract. Point guard Ty Jerome.
Another sneaky good signing. Sneaky good.
Check out. He gave us the business that day when Golden State took a timeout day on us.
Right.
And we all thought it would be an easy victory. And Ty Jerome and company was like, not so fast.
Once again, he's a guard with size. He can shoot. Like you say, he gave us the 22 when everybody was taking the day off.
Right.
He showed up.
And we thought that was a win. He penciled that in as a win. Little did we know. And they won going away.
Yep. We thought it was a layup, no pun intended. And it was not.
Not at all. And everything.
Like any guy that's a professional, they can shoot the ball. And Yeah, once again, like I said, he's got good size. He's a good shooter. So let me ask you this, big dog: do you think that puts Rubio in jeopardy for trade?
It could. It actually could. I think right now he's the third point guard since I don't think NATO's no longer with us.
Yeah, no. Jerome is the NATO replacement.
Yeah, he's the third point guard. But if Rubio continues to have trouble, even though I think Rubio will probably be a better version of himself this year, also you gotta look, Father Time is starting to creep in too. I think he'll be 33 or 34 by the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That would be interesting. Be interesting to see. And we also see, because the Cavs still got money under the cap. And they're two roster short now.
Yeah, he still got moves to make for sure. But that's why I asked, like, well, we'll go keep on through, because like the next question will be like, who are we looking at? Are we looking at any more moves? Do you think any more moves?
I know a move they could make, but I'll get to that later. Then they also went through the trade wins with their old familiar trading partner, Danny Ainge and the Utah Jazz, and picked up this guy, center Damian Jones.
6'11", 7 foot. You can't teach that.
Yep.
Solid player. Defensive minded. He's kind of young too, right?
Yeah, he is kind of young, and he's a world champion twice over, I think. With
the
Lakers.
I was gonna say he might only be like 26, but he had like
26 or 28, I think. Might be 28.
Okay, I don't know for sure, but I know he's not like 34.
No,
he's not. No, not the Robin Lopez. Congratulations to go play with your brother.
Go back to Milwaukee Bucks.
34, 35. This guy still got some tread on the tires.
Yes.
And it's going to help us because we needed a big man. I wish we could have got my man Bo, but the Lakers.
He's still out.
Guy I wanted.
The Lakers got Bo.
I think I read that. Don't quote me.
Dang.
Like I'm hoping it might have been a rumor too.
But if I was the Cavs, I would take him.
Man, I had a dream last night of Bobo joining us, and I already got the name.
Because we still need another big, to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Either Bobo or Mo Bamba.
Both those guys, but I think Mo Bamba definitely signed back with the Lakers. I'm almost positive. We have to check that out.
Yeah.
But but I definitely we could have been Tower City 3.
Exactly. Oh yeah, with the starting lineup 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And because I still think the Cavs need another big.
Definitely. Well, like Jones, I like the Jones signing. Let's go, finish that out. Like Jones is definitely gonna get us a lot of rebounds. He's gonna bring a little bit of toughness, and like you say, he's got he's been around championship pedigree teams.
Yes.
With Matt Strus, their team went to the championship also. They didn't, get it, but they went.
Right.
Like we got these guys
came from the Warriors.
We got guys that are coming in that have been there. They've tasted the promised land and seen what it takes to get there. And we'll be able to pick off a little bit of coaching from Spoelstra.
Oh man. Now, my worry is, will JB fine-tune the offense strategy in order to make the best look for these guys, the best way for these guys to flourish?
Let's give it a buck. He has to. Like we have good pieces, but the league is very competitive right now. But I will say this, it's going back to like when LeBron came back, where the East, it's kind of a imbalance, not a great imbalance, but it's a lot of great teams in the West. Yeah. And it's kind of window in the East. So if we can put it together, we can get to the championship, at least to the Eastern Conference Championship next year.
And the one thing you can't do while you're in the East right now is waste your food. Even though I'm gonna say this: people didn't expect the Cavs to go to the finals, but they didn't take advantage of the assignment fourth that was given. And
Right.
the way things went, you never know. You know what I'm saying? That could have easily been the Cavs playing Denver in the finals.
That's all
Easily.
I'm saying.
Because think
Yep.
about it. Miami was the eighth seed. It went all the
Yeah.
way to the finals.
And I mean, and look at their pieces, and I mean, Jimmy Butler, Donovan,
yes.
and then after that, Adebayo and whoever, Garland or whoever want to throw in.
Yeah.
But
And
then
after that,
who else did they get? Max Strus, our guy.
right. And
He's
think
on our
about it.
side now.
And their third guy was hurt. Tyler Hero.
That's what I mean. They got all the way to the finals.
Yes, matter of fact, most of their guards was hurt because Tyler Hero was hurt. Oladipo was hurt.
He came back late. Yeah.
Yeah. So you never know. And it kind of reminds me, it just takes me back to, how can I say, the Browns back in 2020 when they lost that game to Kansas City after they knocked Pat Mahomes out.
Mhm.
And who knows, because Josh Allen wasn't Josh Allen then.
Right.
They could have went it easy if they would have handled business in KC and then went up to Buffalo and got another win. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. And and a perfect example is like the OKC Thunder when they was,
Yes.
coming up just short, and everybody was like, "Oh, next year is going to be their year. Next year is going to be their year." And then after that, they blew up their team.
Thank you.
We haven't. Yeah, so we can't. Yeah, I agree with you. We got to take care of business. We got to. I think this is a great window. Like I look around the East, like how many other teams can really just outdo us.
Right.
Like we took one of the Phillies' key pieces away. We took one of Miami's key pieces away. Boston, we're a matchup problem for them for some reason. And they look like they're kind of retooling. They just lost two of tough guys. So what's going to be their identity going forward? It's a lot of questions in the East. And,
now, go ahead, Sean. You're faded
No,
out.
I was just gonna say, and we be the answer. That's it.
Yes. I do think though we need a tough guy.
Yeah.
I do think we need a tough guy. I do think we need a tough guy. Maybe a Boogie Cousins or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Big that can mix it up and let people know that it's not going to be that way today.
Agreed.
I would have loved that got Williams from Boston, Grant Williams.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a great situation.
Yes.
That was a good pickup for them. They're trying to hold on to Luka, and that makes sense.
Yes.
I don't think they're not putting all their eggs in the Kyrie, but I guess they gave a lot to get him, so they're like, hey,
we got to make it work.
As a basketball player, yeah, and I mean that gives them two of the best one-on-one players in basketball for sure.
True. And like I said, it's been a lot going on in the NBA, period, as far as trades and whatnot. Dame Lillard, ready to leave Portland and everything.
I don't see it happening. I honestly, how is it going to work? Like, one, where is he going to go? Like, from what I'm understanding, his agent is telling every other team not to even try to trade for him, which is bad business. You know what I mean?
Because truthfully, he could probably get traded to a team with a better chance of getting a title than Miami.
True. And what's really weird is the fact that he just does not want to go to Boston.
That's weird.
I don't know the whole backstory on that, but I just keep hearing that he definitely doesn't want to go to Boston.
And he doesn't want to go to Philly.
Yeah, the two teams that he could actually get a chip with, they could win.
Think about it. Can you imagine a Philly backcourt with Dame, Maxey, and Embiid?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I think they would have to give up Maxey to get him.
Yeah.
So, but I still would take a Dame B combo all day.
Yes. Yes.
Like, how can you stop? You can't stop that. Pick and roll would be the most unstoppable pick and roll we've seen since Dak and Kobe running it. You know what
That
I
would be
mean?
lethal. Lethal. And plus, Dame needs because like now let me ask you this. Do you think Portland owes Dame to trade him to Miami, even though Miami really doesn't have the assets? Or do you think Portland should do what most smart GMs, aka Danny Ainge, would do, trade you where we can get the most out of the deal?
Okay,
Well, we're
let's
not
just
gonna dog him. We ain't gonna send him to Siberia, the NBA.
just so everybody going forward knows where I always stand in these situations. It is a business. We
Yes,
cannot
sir.
put our feelings into the business. Like we fell victim to that ourselves. Like
Yes.
we basically had to let LeBron walk.
Yep.
So anytime this comes up, I totally respect both sides. Hey, if the Portland Trailblazers decide to give him a gratis and get him to Miami, cool, salute to them. But if they don't make the best move for them, salute to them. That's what they're supposed to do. Because it's a great story. You know, they could save face and look good. Like, oh yeah, we took care of him because he put in all those great years for him. But then on the flip side of that, okay, where are the championships?
Right. And if you get first round picks from Miami, they're gonna be in the
That's
lower tier
They
of the
might as well be
draft.
the second round. Yeah,
Right.
come on. Yeah. Like and I know like he's definitely putting in the effort. He definitely deserves I mean his contract, he's got money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't argue on the want to go to a certain team and then feel bad if he doesn't get there. You know what I mean? Like if you're getting $40 million, I can't be like, oh, he didn't get to go to the team he wanted. No,
And
no.
and on top of that, he just resigned the extension last year.
I don't quote me, but I was hearing numbers. They said like in a couple of years, this dude's gonna get like 60 million a year.
At the age of 35 and 36. It's 45 this year, then it goes up to 50 something next year, then it's 60 and 60 the last two.
Portland owes him nothing. They gave him everything that he deserves. Matter of fact, if anything, he should be open to go anywhere that they can get the best offer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like with those numbers, they paid him. Man.
Because if you think about it, let's just say if he go to Utah, they're a playoff team.
If he goes, you can land 15 teams that if he goes to, they're instantly changed.
Yes.
Definitely any team in the East that's in the top upper echelon, you know, including us. Like imagine if we could just pull off some miracle deal and Dame came here. We in it.
I remember a long time ago when Dame first came in the league after a couple years in, I said, that's the only guy I would trade Kyrie for.
Facts. So I mean, he hits big shots. Like we can go down the list, but like I don't think they owe him anything. Like they paid him, gave him a contract. Like man, how many people are making $60 million in the league?
Won't be too many. Well, pretty soon it'd be Jason Tatum and possibly Jaylen Brown.
Right, but right now, I'm saying right now today,
there's nobody. Even LeBron's not making that type of money.
All I'm saying, this man about to get
he about to get the bag.
So I can feel sorry for him if they don't trade him to Miami. They got to get the best for them.
Because the teams I think that got the best chances are like Brooklyn, because they got a lot of assets.
Right.
And they don't even have their own draft picks. They can trade off other people's picks along with keeping their own or whatever now.
See, and then the problem is like that escalating contract. A lot of teams aren't going to be able to absorb that going forward because everybody's trying to dump salary right now.
Think about it. Brooklyn dumped Joe Harris to Detroit, which was really a salary move.
Yeah, they giving dudes away. They said that my man from earlier, the Grant Williams move was a salary
move because they knew they weren't able to pay him.
Like in a lot of ways, Strus might have been a salary move.
Yep, because they know
they couldn't pay him.
Because they don't want to pay that second tier tax. That second tier luxury tax is something else.
Yeah, I still don't I haven't read enough on it to even speak on it, but like people are fearing it. It must be like 50 cents to $1 or something crazy.
It's something like that. I don't understand it all the way.
Oh, I mean, I'm without even knowing all details, big dog. I can tell you, like, it has to be some crazy like that. Like, you must be paying almost like dollar for dollar on the tax if you go over for them to be this. You know, we're talking about billionaires trying to dump salary, and I mean, look at some of the giveaways that have happened.
They just getting rid of people like what? And like I said, that luxury tax is something else now since they changed it with the union now and everything. So hey,
hopefully we the beneficiary. Somebody get cut or bought out or something and join our squad before the season starts up here.
Tell me about it, cause and there's still some free agents available.
Yeah. But I don't think anybody left really fits our, like, what we need. Because right now we at an overpay situation. Like, anybody that we bring in, we're going to definitely have to be creative and give them a little bit of extra. That's why I say our best candidate going forward would probably be somebody that's coming off a buyout.
Yep.
Like how would you feel about, would you give Ben Simmons a tryout?
If we ain't had to pay that salary.
Like a guy like that, like that's not really working out. Like I said earlier, their team is kind of a rebuild, but not really. You know, got some key pieces up there. Who is that? Bridges, I think is up there.
Bridges, Cam Johnson.
Yeah, they just signed Cam Johnson to a contract. So yeah, they got a couple pieces, but they're not really in contention. And if this dude is rotting on the roster, making $30 million, might be a buyout candidate.
Now, if he bought him out, I'd kick the tires. But I don't know if he really wants to play basketball now.
Yeah, but like let's say if he does want to play basketball, I think he would be a pretty good piece here because it will be no pressure.
There wouldn't be no pressure on him.
And he'll be more like a facilitator and a defensive presence than anything else. So if that did come up, I think I would entertain it. But like you said, if we had to trade for a salary, though, no.
Oh, hell no. Because you had to give away Jared Allen and you know what I'm saying and all that stuff.
No. How do you feel about the people still talking about trading Allen?
You can't trade Allen. You can't trade Allen, and here's why. Right now, with the Cavs as constructed, Allen and Mobley cover up a lot of Darius Garland's and Donovan Mitchell's defensive lapses. Mm-hmm. And you only really got one guy besides them two that can guard anybody, and that's a Coral.
Mm-hmm.
You trade Jared Allen, and you don't have no power forward then, because Mobley will most likely be the 5. And who's going to play the 4?
Minivan to be starting at the power forward.
You can't do that right now.
And I mean, what is he, 6'7"?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't, no.
You can't do that. You can't make that move because And also, I'm willing to give Jared Allen another shot. You know what I'm saying? To redeem himself this year.
You know where I stand. I don't think we should even be entertaining that stuff.
Right.
Like the dude's on a team-friendly contract. He likes being here. He's a team player, and like you say, he covers up a lot of the deficiencies we have, as far as on the outside.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, should he have said the lights was too bright? Maybe not. Sometimes that's when keeping it real goes all the way left. But
yeah, like we was discussing the other day, like he's a good dude. Like everybody has to like just back off on him, because he's not like, I could see if I don't even know who we could use that. Like this, like a dude like like Cousins, Marcus Cousins. Like if he came up and said something like that, we'll be looking like,
huh? Like what?
But Jared Allen has said he didn't mean it like, you know, he was scared of the moment or anything like that. I think it was more like he didn't anticipate the moment being that, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know what to expect, and he just used poor wording. You know what I mean?
And I don't think, how can I say, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to sound harsh on the Cavs. I think they took a victory lap too soon, where they figured they accomplished everything. Because think about this. This is their first year going to the playoffs without LeBron involved since 1997, 98, or 98, something like that, with Sean Kemp.
But once again, in defense of the Cavs, not saying, you know, not giving them any pass for the way that they performed or anything, but wasn't the goal going into that season just to make the playoffs? And everybody felt like if we made the playoffs, that would be a victory.
I would say this, which I agree, but they traded for Donovan Mitchell, which meant second round at least. You know what I'm saying? Second round at least, because truthfully, I think, and I'm not having buyer's remorse over the trade, because I'll make that trade over again and again. Because if that's the case, why make the trade?
Right. But I'm just asking, like, because to me it felt the expectation shifted once we made the playoffs. It was like we as fans almost got greedy and forgot what the mission was. Is all I'm saying. Not like I say, once again, not giving them a pass. They laid a big egg in the playoffs. We definitely should have went farther.
Right.
But the facts are, going into that, like if we at the All-Star break, if I would have told you, hey, we're in the playoffs for sure, we would have been like, oh, true, you know, victory. Everybody would have been happy, elated, you know. But once it got, like, we held our space, you know, made it into the playoffs solidly. Then it was like, oh no, well, we made it here. We got to get more now. If we don't get the championship, this is a bust. Like, nah.
I ain't expect them to go to the championship, but I did expect them at least get to the second round. I'll say that. Championship, a lot got to go your way, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody saw the Heat coming. I ain't gonna say nobody saw the Heat. I seen them coming, because that was the main team we didn't want them to play. Because we had said it 2 months prior to the season ended. If Miami get number 5, that might not be a good matchup.
Right. Like, that they're a good example of, like, anything can happen. Like, that's why you play games. Like, we just got to get in there. And I think this was a learning lesson. It was a great lesson. Like, I would have rather us do this than get put out in the second round. I know it sounds weird, but I think this put a little more hunger into our situation. Like, it kept us on the same track that we initially thought we were going to be on. So now the expectation next year will be the second round, correct? Like, if we make the second round, everybody should be happy. But in my mind, I feel like we should be able to go farther than this round.
Me too. I'm expecting at least try to at least sniff the Eastern Conference Finals. Especially even if it's in the second round in a tough series where you lose 4-3 or something like that, or 4-2, but every game came down to the wire, I can live with that, because then you just got to keep constantly tinkering until you get what you got, the right combination to make sure that you can get to that next level and possibly go all the way.
Because think about it like this, like, had we not got bumped the way we did, do you think the front office would have attacked free agency the way that they did? Do you think we'd have been that aggressive?
Probably not.
Because everybody would have been still patting themselves on the back. Like, oh, we made it to the second round, and look, all we got to do is stay pat. No. All our holes were exposed early, which is a blessing in disguise.
Yes. And like I said, we still need another tough big guy.
Oh, yeah, we definitely. I mean, Jop's son looked pretty big.
Yeah.
And in the workout.
Yeah, we about to get to that in a second. About to get to that, matter of fact. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be back, and we're going to talk about who to watch for on the Cavs Summer League team, because Summer League play starts tomorrow. Here on Loc'd On Sports, 216. Let me get these things up out of here. Uh-oh. There we go. We're going to get that out. Yeah. They changed my board on me. Check out, they updated my board and changed it on me. So unique at 24 Karat Chocolate's Boutique, where she specializes in custom, handmade, professional t-shirts and hoodies for any occasions, uniforms, puzzles, and towels, and much more. Now don't take my word for it. The work speaks for itself. Let that be the new trendsetter. Customize the way you like it, either for family reunions, gender reveals, graduations, or just a graphic tee. At 24 Karat Chocolate's Boutique. Go and check her out at 1-937-360-4386 or log on at 24ktchocolates.info.
Want combat? I'm on that real quick. Iron Dragon with my sword. Lord, I'm so slick. Mano y mano, hand-to-hand combat. I suggest you go ahead, read my stats, homie. I'm all that. Mr. Hands of Death, peep my martial skills. I embark my will until it's fulfilled. You like a mannequin on the ground laying still. For real, I go home, meditate, circulate, cheese, practicing sitting still. I yell out, get out. Today's not the day. I yell out, get out. Today's not the day. Don't let it ring out. Spill out. Better go on your way. Don't let it ring out. Spill out. Better go on your way.
Loc'd On Sports 216.
16.
Wow, we're back. Wow, I did something crazy. We're back. Just found out I didn't share it to the Loc'd On Sports group page. I thought I did. But instead I shared it to both my Facebook profiles. Wow. Well, hey.
Hey, welcome everybody else.
Yes, welcome to all you all. To everybody. Like I said, like the video and subscribe to the Loc'd On Sports YouTube channel. Let's go to that. We'll have that rolling in real quick on the bottom. Did I say the Loc'd On Sports YouTube? I meant the new Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. My fault. I meant to say that. But anyway, moving right along with more Cavs. Summer League is beginning. Well, Summer League has begun, actually.
Yeah,
and
but the real one starts. Vegas starts tomorrow.
Yes, and the Cavs have a team in the Summer League, and we're gonna tell you some guys who you should look out for. One guy, Sean said right before we went on break, is Khalifa Diop. son of
Yeah.
Deshaunajop, former Cavs center. We're going to see what he got.
Once again, you can teach 7 feet first and foremost. So, and he used to be pretty athletic for his size, just from what I've seen in clips.
Especially with athletic system. But athletic system, my fault.
Yeah, no, I just knew it was up. Yeah, I think he can be something. I see he's a project, and I get it. And but like if you're athletic and 7 feet, it's that's half battle. I think. Like I don't know what he is as far as a scorer. I didn't see him shooting the ball or anything, but like defensively, he looked like he moved his feet well. And once again, he's just big. He's a very large human being. I don't know what his specs are, but
right, he's a big dude.
Like he look about 7 feet, like a good 260.
Cause they got him on,
and he ain't a little guy.
Right, they got him here at 6'10", 231.
Well, he's hitting the weight room, and that's what's up.
Yes. Another guy they might want to look out for is Pete Nance, son of Larry Nance, brother of Larry Nance Jr.
Yes.
The Cavs signed him as a free agent this summer.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Nepotism.
From Northwestern and North Carolina. By the way, of Northwestern and North Carolina.
Hey, he's got a good pedigree. Everybody's got a shot. I mean, we got a lot of roster spots. Like the whole end of our bench is wide open at this point, so he can earn a spot, sure. And if not, the two-way deals like hand charge, and we might have to go check out a couple of those games because they might be exciting this year.
Right. For us. Then we also got another guy from what I've heard a lot about, Craig Porter Jr. out of Wichita State.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about him, honestly.
I don't know too much about him, but I've heard about him.
He must be business. He must be one of them sleeper guys. Like it looks like we got a lot of guys that had a lot of hype and for some reason fizzled out.
Yeah.
Not fizzled out, but didn't live up to the true hype and are trying to work their way back in.
Right. Then we also got Sam Merrill, who the Cavs signed last year.
Right. Still don't understand that, but okay, he's a Cav.
Right, he's a Cav. But his contract not guaranteed, I don't think, this year. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's some other guys that might beat him out, but I don't know. We still haven't seen him. And
another guy that Sharif Cooper, he played on the Canton Charge last year.
It's another one of those guys. Like a couple years ago, he had all the hype.
Yes,
for
sir.
some reason, something didn't pan out. So I'm rooting for all these guys. I hope that our system lets these guys evolve to the players that they should be, because we got a couple of those guys.
Yes, we definitely do. I'm going down through the roster and everything. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Let's see.
Like my man Nemhart, he always there. I don't even see the roster, but I bet he's on there somewhere.
I didn't see him on there this time. Oh, you got Luke Travers.
Yes.
6'7", 208. Was playing in Australia last year. He got drafted by the Cavs last year in the second round.
Yeah, like him and Jock, they go for like the overseas. They got the European stash. What's the name? Right.
Right.
Okay. So they can bring them over either this year or next year. Or?
Yeah. And I think more than likely they might be a year away. Jock might come on this year, depending. You know what I'm saying? But
like you said, we need size. I'll take him.
Yes. And go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, saying Travers might be out for he might be 2 years out.
He might be another year out. He might go back and play in Australia this year.
Okay.
And then we got another interesting name, which I was tripping. I wonder if he's the son of a former Cavs player. They got Cedric Henderson Jr. Out of University of Arizona, a 6'6" guard.
That could be. Once again, like I say, bring on the nepotism, baby.
Right. And then
got another family member down there somewhere. You ain't got to.
Then last but not least, we have probably the biggest fish out the whole Cavs Summer League roster, Imani Bates.
Man, you forgot about man Mobley, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, Isaiah. Oh yeah, we're gonna go Isaiah Mobley.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've seen the tape of him working out and from the scrimmage, bruh. He looked like he was better, if that makes sense. Like he looked like he was better than the everybody that was out there. Like if you watch the scrimmage tape, you'll see what I'm saying. Like he's making plays, making it look easy. Yeah, so he might be a sleeper.
And he got an outside shot too. He can shoot from outside. I seen that in some of the Chargers games that I did see.
He might be a sleeper to make the squad. Yeah. Honestly,
I think he got it made. But you,
hey, nepotism, baby. Let's go, Cavs.
And then
whatever keeps Evan.
Right. Then you also got, last but not least, Mr. Imani Bates, who was interviewed by the press earlier this week.
Right.
And he basically said that he regained his love for basketball by the Cavs drafting him and everything. So,
which is a beautiful thing. You can't like that.
You know what?
Like we can't even imagine the pressure that young man was under.
Say that. That dude name been in the public eye since he was literally 12.
Like this man was so good at basketball. He didn't forego his last year of college.
He forego the last year of high
school. Let's put that in perspective, everybody. He passed up his senior year of high school to come out and went. Like he went to Memphis. He didn't go to the community college route. And this man went to a D1 school with a D1 coach at 17 and was expected to be something like.
And the thing what people don't realize is he started off the year good. Then he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, they came up with the idea to move him to point guard, which didn't work out too well for him. And then he transferred to Eastern Michigan, and
But not cutting you off, but that's one of those subtle things that we really got to look at. If Penny Hardaway, who some consider as one of the best point guards to ever play the game, if he had barring injury, he would have been like in the top 10 GOAT conversation.
He might have been in the top 5.
This man looked at Imani Bates and was like, yo, your skill set, you can play the point guard. Like he might not have lived up to it, but for him to see that in him, I feel like that's a positive.
Yeah, and I think Hardaway's seen a lot of himself in Imani Bates.
That's what I'm getting at. Like if Penny Hardaway, 6'8" point guard, looked at that man and was like, yo, you could do this. I'm gonna put the faith in you to make, we gonna make you do it just so you get acclimated at a young age. Yeah, that's a positive, dude.
And you got to think, dude went through a lot because it wasn't like he went to school when he was supposed to. He went a year early. And sometimes it can be a good jump. And sometimes some kids probably just wish they would have just stayed in high school.
Right. But I mean, he had too much promise. Like everything that he did made sense. And it just didn't go the way that he wanted it to go. And I could see him falling out of love with the game because
it happens.
When you get to that level, the game is not just a game, it's a business also.
Yes.
And that's what probably infiltrated his day-to-day, infiltrated everything around him. And like I say, at 17, 18, that's a lot of pressure. So
And
for him to
sometimes-
say that, oh, go ahead.
And sometimes you get tired of being in the public spotlight or the eye.
True.
Because everything he does gets blown up in a bigger light than, say, us or regular Joe Schmo or whatever like that.
I mean, even as we speak right now, he's still a teenager.
He's a kid. He's a kid. He's a child. And honestly, had he went to college last year, the first year being a freshman, he probably would have been a lottery pick.
Yes.
If he hadn't got in that trouble. Then you got
no matter how many.
Oh, go ahead,
Sean. I was just gonna say, if he scored in the game and grabbed 5 boards, his promise would have got him over the. I was just agreeing with you. His promise would have got him drafted very high. But the gun charge that they claim that had nothing to do with the him falling. Come on, man.
It has something to do with him falling, especially with the Ja Morant stuff that's going on too. A lot of people didn't want to touch that. But
they started nitpicking this man. Oh, his hand size and he's 6'9" and his arm span is 6'9".
I tell you what, ask Juwan Howard how good Imani Bates is, because he lit them up for like 30 or 40 or something like that during the regular season last year.
Man, if you can shoot the basketball, I mean, he hits tough shots. So once they start getting him to the point where he can just catch and shoot with a little bit of space, I think that, like, perfect example is what's my man, Keon Johnson, or what is that his name?
Play for San Antonio. San Antonio. Keon Johnson, the forward. That dude is nice.
That was splashing the threes off the curl yesterday.
Yes. Oh, Keegan Murray. Keegan
Murray. That's who
the twin. Yeah. The twin went out that came out last year.
Sacramento, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the dude I'm speaking of. Man, watch the tape of him, everybody. If y'all have seen it, watch how he moved off the ball yesterday, catch and shoot. Man, and then watch Imani Bates and how he shoots the ball and how he moves. If this dude can do that, oh man.
And you also got to think.
We put the mask on. We put the mask on.
Also think about this with Imani Bates. Even though people was questioning his character and stuff, he actually came to the Cavs at a right time now. As opposed to when Kevin Porter came to the Cavs.
Right.
Because the Cavs were in a complete rebuild. There weren't no expectations. Let's just actually roll out the balls and play. And hopefully we get another lottery pick.
Right.
Where now, even though JB isn't one of my favorite coaches, but he's in good hands where they will show him how to be a professional.
Yeah, and the one thing that I forgot about that, like, I think is overlooked as far as like AB is Luke Walton is on this bench, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is. Luke Walton and Sidney Lowe.
So we gotta have faith that they're gonna figure out the offense. I got faith in Luke Walton at this point because I forgot. Like, and if we figure out how to move the ball, because he's seen those systems where you move the ball, get the open shot.
Yes.
We got shooters now. We got dudes that can penetrate. We got big men that can protect the rim. We got to put it all together, and we'll be fine.
And another thing that might give Imani the heads up ahead of everybody else, he said this in his interview. He said, in the MAC, you playing against grown men. Because they're like the second or third oldest conference in college basketball, where a lot of these D1 schools are all one and done.
One and done, yeah. Like I said, in the MAC, it's like 4-year guys.
You playing up against 22, 23, and sometimes 24, maybe 25-year-old men.
Yes, but yeah, when the red shirts come out, yes.
Right. Red shirts, the junior college transfers, and all that.
Yes,
Them the
another
guys
good
that's
one.
in it for the long haul. So he might have an advantage as to any other rookie. And to think about it, he's seen so much at such a young age. It's hard to believe that you say that he's 19.
So I'm saying, and through all that, he hasn't been bad. Like I
No.
said, Eastern Michigan, he almost averaged 20 points.
Yeah.
Like 20 points, no matter where you're at.
In Division One, and you got to go against Kent, and you got to go against Akron.
And for him to say that he was taking bad shots and tough shots to get that, like, okay.
But it was one of those things how when the Cavs were bad, when Colin Sexton basically was the only one in the offense. Because you got to think.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Colin, because you got to think. When that year Colin averaged 24, who else did they have besides Garland, who was starting to get his feet wet?
Yeah, I was going to say he wasn't Garland at that point.
No, he wasn't. He was starting to actually figure out, like, damn, maybe I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And think about this, like with Imani, you know, hey, at Eastern Michigan, they went 8-24.
Yeah, he was just chucking up shots and trying
Right.
not to get hurt.
That's
what
it.
Was.
Stay in shape. Stay in shape. Be
Stay
active.
out of the way.
Right.
And then the statement that he made, if he didn't really have the passion and love for a while, he was just going through the motions. So now we might get the best out of him. Like, we might see a whole different guy. Like,
right.
He might live up to that potential. We don't know because he's only 19. Like, this is so crazy to me even speak about. Like, people like he's done or fell off at 19. Yeah, it's like,
and a lot of these people be talking. Let's see how you handle being on Sports Illustrated where everybody knows your name at 14, 15 years old. Then everybody expects you to ball out. Not only you do some LeBron type stuff, win state titles as a freshman, sophomore.
Considered one of the best shooters in high school.
And the difference is LeBron didn't come out early from high school. Imani did. And he going to a blue blood Division I program in Memphis where you got to face Houston.
That's why I say you can't take away the fact that man, he forgone his high school.
He should have been actually thinking about his prom dates and how many females he was going to have at the dances and stuff.
Right. My man, he on the college campus kicking it.
And
he in the dorm.
And then the first time you get hurt, that's a lot to come back from as a kid.
People don't understand the mental of coming off an injury, especially if you don't have a history of being injured.
Right.
Like, that's mental. Like, you have to rethink everything. Like, oh, man, will I be able to do all the things that I used to do? Yes. Especially if it's like a leg injury of some sort.
I think he had a back injury.
Oh, even worse.
That's like, even worse.
Because you never know how that's going to pan out.
Right.
You've seen back injuries take people out.
Yes. Took Larry Bird out early.
Yep. So, but I got faith in them. Like I say, I got faith in all the young Cavaliers, and like I say, I'm definitely rooting for like Cooper, I'm rooting for Ja, rooting for Travers if he can come over. Definitely Bates, like all the Cavs, like all these young dudes, because we definitely need like 4 guys from the Summer League roster to just step in the next couple years. Because we don't know what the future's going to hold.
Yes. And like the great Don Chaney say, you got to get a goon.
Got to get one.
Got to find one. Got to get one, find one, whether it be Boogie Cousins, Dwight Howard. I don't care who it is. They need one. Just one.
Because I wish I could say that somebody on our roster now could be that, but I don't see it. Unless the minivan, that dude.
The minivan.
If he don't come in record shop, I would. I support anybody, but No, I'm excited about this team, and yeah, we signed one big bruiser. We good.
Yes. Well, anyway, that about sums it up. We was going to talk some Guardians, but time done caught up with us. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to our channel, new Allen Vision Media 2 channel. Like the video, have more comments, share, and check out the Triad Committee on Saturday.
That's 5 o'clock.
5 p.m. Saturday. Yes, and then Mad Mondays on Monday with Malik X. It's going to be the guest on Monday.
Oh, that's what's up. Coming off the dope video we just watched.
2 chefs and a beat.
Go back and check out last week's video.
Yes.
It's right there. Like and subscribe over there also.
Also, yes. Also, because we talked about the top 50 hip-hop groups. So
if you like some hip hop, come on over there.
Yes, check it out and chime in and see if you agree.
Definitely comment
yes, sir.
at the bottom with your comments also.
But this is Keith Allen and Sean C. For I was about to say.
My bad. I'm throwing you off.
I was about to say Mad Monday.
It's throwing you off.
Yeah.
Loc'D On Sports 216.
And we signing out. Peace. And we'll see you next week. And we out.
Peace.